Okay, so this is something I made and scripted a little while ago. It's a fire shrine. It was kind of a conceptual art project that I had this idea to work on a particular particle effect that would give the illusion of balls of molten or at least red hot iron that would smoke and glow, and as you can see, the effect worked pretty well. So this is quite clearly something that couldn't exist in the real world unless we perfected some kind of teleporter technology. Basically, these spheres are spawned on the inside of the fire shrine, and they fall down onto this platform here, and then they exit through these little doorways in any one of 8 different directions, and they roll for as far as they can, and then they're temporary objects, so they disappear after a little while. The effect is actually quite a bit more dramatic in the dark, so let's set this to midnight. One kind of annoying thing about this is just because of the sim architecture, it tends to really lag depending on how much ambient traffic happens to be taking place in the sim at any given moment. Oh yeah, these also glow, so it gives a fairly realistic effect of red hot iron. So as far as just the concept of the fire shrine, it was just kind of sort of a thematic idea that I was coming up with. It is actually related loosely to the Neotoy Continuum, which is kind of the idea that there are these shrines that each feature one of sort of the core elemental forces like fire, ice, wind, etc. And those are positioned within the world sort of to give the denizens access to the various elements, because there's no way for them to manufacture these elements on their own. They depend on these shrines. So like if you want fire, you go to a fire shrine and then you have access to that element. So this is just kind of a hybridized concept of sort of meshing the Neotoy Continuum with a more traditional kind of Shinto sort of shrine, which is sort of like the spirits that exist in everything. And I kind of styled it to make it look Asian. Here, I'll give you a look at the actual composition of the build so you can see the geometry. It's pretty straightforward. I was kind of going for sort of a gear motif on the bottom platform. It actually took a long time to get the balance just right, because of course physics in Second Life doesn't work accurately, and objects that are physical can't actually directly touch other objects, so there's always a barrier, in which case these openings had to be precisely the right size, otherwise they would block the objects or send them flying out at high velocity. But eventually I managed to get the balance just right, and really quite pleased with the effect. So anyway, sort of an art project. It's kind of nice to have one sitting around, like while you're talking to other people. It's a really nice visual kind of thing and doesn't make a lot of noise, or it's not really very distracting, although it does tend to kind of lag things up a little. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.